What if I told you that trying harder is actually what's keeping you stuck? That the reason you haven't achieved your goals isn't because you're lazy, it is because you're trying to change too much, too fast. Today, I am going to show you how getting just 1% better each day can make you 37 times better in 1 year. And it all starts with one person's incredible transformation. Everyone says they want success. Everyone claims they want to transform their life. But here's the brutal truth. Most people fail, not because success is impossible, not because they lack talent or intelligence. They fail because they believe massive results require massive action. So they wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect version of themselves. And while they're waiting, their dreams slowly die. But what if everything you've been taught about success is backwards? What if the secret isn't taking giant leaps, but taking the smallest steps imaginable? Let me tell you about a kid named Tyler. Tyler grew up in a suburb of Denver, Colorado. Average student. Average athlete. Average at basically everything he tried. Every time he looked around, everyone else seemed better. His classmates got higher grades. His teammates made more plays. His friends spoke with confidence he could only dream about. Tyler tried to change. God, did he try! He'd attack his goals with intense bursts of motivation. He'd study for 8 hours straight, burn out, and quit within a week. He'd hit the gym hard for 10 days, then never go back. He'd set his alarm for 5 a.m., fail by day 3, and feel like a complete failure. Every single time he quit, that voice in his head got louder. Maybe you're just not cut out for success. Maybe some people are meant to be average. And slowly, painfully, Tyler started believing it. One Saturday afternoon, Tyler found his grandfather in the garage, hunched over an old wooden rocking chair. He was carefully applying furniture polish, making these tiny circular motions. Tyler watched for a few minutes, then asked, "Grandpa, why are you spending hours on that old chair? It's never going to look new again." His grandfather looked up and smiled. "You see these small strokes I'm making? Each one by itself does almost nothing. You can barely see the difference. But watch what happens when I do it consistently, day after day." He ran his hand over the section he'd been working on. The wood actually gleamed. "Life works the same way, Tyler," his grandfather continued. "You don't transform something all at once. You add a little shine every single day, one small stroke at a time. That's how real change happens." Something about those words hit Tyler differently. Not like the motivational videos he'd watched. Not like the self-help books he'd started and never finished. This felt true. That night, Tyler made a decision. He'd try the 1% approach. Instead of studying for 3 hours, he'd start with just 15 minutes. That's it. 15 minutes he couldn't fail at. Then, when it felt easy, he'd add 5 more minutes. Instead of trying to run 5 miles, he'd do 5 push-ups. Just 5. Then add 1 more each day. Instead of trying to become fluent in public speaking overnight, he'd practice speaking clearly for 5 minutes in front of a mirror. The first week was weird. He felt like he wasn't doing enough. Like 15 minutes of study was a joke compared to what successful people must do. But here's what happened. He actually did it, every single day. No exceptions, no burnout, no quitting. Week 2, he added 5 minutes to his study time. Added 2 more push-ups. Practiced speaking for 7 minutes instead of 5. Still felt like nothing. Still looked the same in the mirror. Still got average grades. But he kept going. By day 30, something strange started happening. His 15-minute study sessions had grown to 90 minutes, and they felt effortless. His 5 push-ups had become 35, and his arms were noticeably stronger. His vocabulary had expanded by over 100 words. Most importantly, he didn't feel like he was forcing anything anymore. The habits had become automatic. 3 months in, his English teacher pulled him aside after class. "Tyler, I don't know what you're doing differently, but your essays have improved dramatically. Your vocabulary, your arguments, everything is sharper." 6 months in, he made the varsity basketball team. Not because he became the best player, but because consistent practice made him reliable, coachable, someone who showed up. 9 months in, he volunteered to give a presentation in front of the entire school. The same kid who used to panic at the thought of speaking in class. And he crushed it. When his friends asked him what changed, Tyler just smiled and said, "I stopped trying to become great overnight. I just focused on getting 1% better every day." Here is the math that blows people's minds. If you improve by just 1% every single day for 1 year, you don't end up 365% better. You end up 37 times better. That's the power of compound growth. Think about what that means in real terms. Read just 10 pages a day? That's 12 to 15 books a year. Most people don't read a single book. Save just $5 a day? That's $1,800 in a year, plus the habit of financial discipline that most people never develop. Exercise for just 10 minutes a day? That's 60 hours of movement in a year. 60 hours more than the person who's waiting to start a real workout program. Learn 5 new words a day? That's 1,800 words in a year, enough to transform how you communicate. The secret isn't intensity, it's consistency. Small actions, repeated daily, create momentum that becomes unstoppable. It's like pushing a massive flywheel. The first push barely moves it. The second push moves it slightly more. But keep pushing, and eventually, that wheel spins on its own. That's what Tyler discovered. That's what changes everything. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. They try to transform overnight, fail, and give up. Then they look at successful people and think they must have some special gift. But successful people aren't doing anything magical. They're just doing small things consistently while everyone else is starting and stopping, caught in an endless cycle of motivation and burnout. So if you're feeling stuck right now, if you're looking at your goals and feeling overwhelmed, if you've tried and failed so many times that you're restarting to believe you're just not capable, stop. Stop trying to change everything at once. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop looking for the magic solution. Instead, ask yourself one simple question. What is one small thing I can do today that makes me 1% better? Not 50% better, not perfect. Just 1% better than yesterday. Maybe it's doing 5 push-ups. Maybe it's reading 2 pages. Maybe it's practicing a skill for 10 minutes. Maybe it's going to bed 30 minutes earlier. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you do it. Today, tomorrow, the day after that. Because greatness isn't built in a day. Greatness is built daily. One small stroke at a time. One tiny improvement at a time. 1% at a time. And when you look back a year from now, you won't believe how far those tiny steps carried you. Here's your challenge. Pick one thing. Just one. Something so small you can't possibly fail at it. And commit to it for the next 30 days. Don't try to transform your entire life. Just add 1% of shine to one area. That's it. If this resonated with you, I need you to do 3 things right now. First, hit that subscribe button. We drop videos every week that give you the exact strategies to build the life you actually want, not just dream about. Second, drop a comment below telling me, what's your 1% going to be? What's that one small thing you're committing to starting today? I read every single comment and I want to hear from you. Third, click the video on your screen right now. It's about building habits that actually stick, and it's the perfect next step in your transformation. Remember, your 1% today becomes your 100% tomorrow. Small improvements, done consistently, create results that look like magic to everyone else. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is right now. Take that first tiny step. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay patient, stay consistent, and remember, you don't need to be great to start, but you need to start to be great.